Namaskar and a very good morning. Welcome to the audio cast from Kotak Securities. I'm your hosting guide, Anindya Bannerjee. Dollar rupee आज as per the offshore is going to open gap down 75.40 के आसपास spot है जो लगभग 75.60 के आसपास on the March futures. So that will be a 40 पैसा gap down if it opens there. ये gap down के पीछे major reason is that the response of Europe and US has been quite lukewarm. Because your sanction imposition, there were two possibilities. One, a direct military intervention in Ukraine. That was a very low probability thing, and that would have been the highest possible escalation. But obviously that did not happen. Second, जो sanctions का बात चल रहा था, उसमें the question was, would they go whole hog and actually hit Russia hard by doing two things. One, taking the Russian banks off SWIFT network. Now that would have hurt their trade and banking and payments in a big way. When it was done to Iran in 2014, it had a debilitating impact on their economy. So iske liye, that was the focus area. Will US and Europe take Russia out of the SWIFT network? The answer is no, that didn't happen. Second, will they bring sanctions on commodity exports from Russia? No, that didn't happen also. Because अगर commodity exports के ऊपर ban आता तो it would have already poured a gasoline over the raging commodity boom. Because commodity prices are going through the roof and oil and gas, Russia is a major producer of oil and gas and other base metals. So it would have created enormous hardships for not just Europe, but also for the global economy. So they did not take those two steps. Possibly Russia had calculated this, that this kind of a step won't be taken. So as of now, their calculation seems to be working. So their bet that they can get control of Ukraine without doing severe damage to their own economy, as of now, that bet is quite working well. The battle is on in Ukraine. So as of the news which is coming out, the Russian forces are moving in for the kill. They are trying to get control of the Ukrainian capital, Kiev. Missiles, ground forces, assault, airborne divisions, everything is moving in. But as I said, that the point is that because NATO is not doing a direct intervention, so that's why the escalation has not reached that point. Yes, it is being watched, and in fact oil prices, which came down to 99, has suddenly bounced back above 101.5 on the Brent. Abhi, how to play this market? This is going to be quite tricky. Apart from looking at charts, yes, but you have to also understand now volatility will remain high for the next couple of days, especially today, and you will see sudden moves up and down based on what is happening to two things. One, the trend in the equity market and trend in oil prices. ये दो ही चीज पे focus रखना है. And if the oil prices fall, you will see equity rise. Automatically, the dollar rupee will fall. If oil prices rise, like just it is happening now over the past half an hour, equities fall, the dollar rupee will rise. So we have a direct correlation between these three markets: equities, dollar rupee, and oil prices, Brent crude. So keep an eye on these three. Very important if you are trading intraday. And how to play, my advice will be to stick to options and long options. Yes, implied volatility of VIX is exceptionally high, so one will be tempted to sell the options to collect the premium. But you have to understand, VIX high means the market is anticipating high volatility. So you are going short runs a huge risk that if you're wrong and the volatility stays high for the next few days, you can incur heavy losses. So it is better on whichever direction you are betting, up or down, to do basically spreads. So if you are betting that the dollar will continue to rise, then you do call spreads, and if you're betting that dollar will pull back, then you do put spreads. As of now, I'll not bet on a particular side because we will be issuing trades based on how things are panning out, and by the looks of it, it looks like we have to keep changing our positions today, because today is no unlike yesterday. A large part of the short covering seems to have been done yesterday, with the option sellers getting squeezed at 75 and 75.5 and even at 76. So it looks like at least the exchange portion of the shorts is largely out of the system. So आज we will get two-way moves, sudden up and down moves. Accordingly, we have to calibrate our positions. But as I said, focus on long option strategies like spreads, and better to avoid futures because of high volatility. It can trigger your stops. And second, shorting options. Yes, when things start to calm down, then we can look at various hedged strategies to do short options, but that is not the case now. Or in cross currency, the volatility is going to be high because dollar rupee, euro dollar, GBP dollar, and dollar yen, all these four currency pairs are going to be quite volatile. So trade accordingly. And my suggestion is, in the cross currency, in the crosses, stick to only intraday trades and not take positions over the weekend. So that's it, folks. This is Anindya Bannerjee signing off. A fantastic day ahead.